It's melanin.
Yo guys, it's your girl Mbala Jamini, aka Mbala with extra melanin, EAMGM melanin. And if you can't say it right, don't say it at all. And guess who's back, guys, for a special holiday?
Yeah. Yes, shocking. I've been forced into these things, so
It has been simply created to shed light on the perspective of our parents and guardians.
anyway, hi. Still love you. I've been away, I've been absent. I wanted a break.
Yeah, after one video. So guys, as you've seen by the title of this video, today we're going to be talking about Valentine's Day, love, couples, and all of those nice things. My mom is here is because my mom has been married for 30 years.
Yes, of course. 30 years.
So I think my mom is a fit person to try, help you guys stay in love with your people or get into the right relationship. So without any further ado, let's get right into the video. So the other day I ran a poll on Instagram, and one of the questions was, do you think men cheat the most? Right? And there were 797 votes that were saying yes, men cheat the most, and there were 201 votes saying no. Basically
Saying women also cheat.
no, that's coming. Don't worry. Don't worry, it's coming.
Okay.
But 797 basically meaning like 80% of the votes were saying yes. Right.
Okay.
What is your opinion on this huge number of what is your opinion on this huge number?
Yeah, well, I'm not aware of any scientific research that was conducted to test that. But from the sample that you have made through Twitter, Instagram, yes, men are cheaters.
How do you feel about that? How were men back in the day? Were men different back in the day, or do you think they're just getting worse than what they were?
Back in the day, just looking at the family environment, my own family, my other family members, I would safely say I wasn't aware of such, behavior from my father, from my uncle, and also going into our generation, my brothers as well. So I think and suspect that it might have increased with the developments and with the type of lives that are lived by it's not only younger people, but generations of today as compared to the generations of yesteryear.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it has increased.
Okay.
As compared to the past.
Okay, I hear you. Okay, then the next poll was, do you think most women cheat? And the figures go 559 votes yes and 392 votes no, which is basically 60-40. What is your opinion on women cheating?
Yeah, I think it happens both sides, but I think the question here is that whether men cheat more than women. And an answer basically can be yes, men cheat more than women, and there are also women that cheat. And maybe one has to go into reasons why people cheat. Firstly, choices that people make.
Yeah.
The person that you choose to get involved with, the person that you choose to have as a partner. If you are going into a relationship because of material things, chances are that you will not be satisfied with the relationship. You went in there because there was money, there was glamour, there was all these material things. And once the material things are exhausted or defeated, then that reason why you were there in the first place, it does no longer exist.
And the relationship
that is how the relationship will be affected.
Just like the money.
And that is how people will start to cheat. either way, both sides. Number 3, I think it's the maturity when people get into relationships.
Okay.
Committing into a relationship is not a child's play.
True.
You must be ready, you must be matured, and you state of readiness is important, and levels of maturity. So yes, maturity is important when getting into a relationship.
Can I add something in that maturity? Do you believe, and get studies do say, this is scientific studies by the way, they do say that men mature slower than women. Do you believe that? Do you agree in that? Do you see that? Do you think that is something that sometimes affects relationships? So it would be best if a woman dates someone that's a bit older than her, like by 3 or 2 years, rather than dating someone within your age group.
The choice I made was I dated somebody who is 2 years older than
which is still within the numbers that I gave you.
That is 2 years older than me, but maybe it was the level of maturity at the time when we decided to take this relationship to the next level. But to respond to your question specifically, you know, it is also known that a woman will date somebody that is older but not too old.
Yes.
As we now see it, where a person dates somebody that is 30 years older than her, but at least if somebody is within the range of 2 to 5 years, that is acceptable.
Yeah.
You know, it's still the same age group, but I'm not sure whether this was because they wanted to accommodate the levels of maturity that men mature later than women are.
Yeah.
So yes, I think yes, I agree.
Do you agree with that?
Yes, I do.
Women mature faster than men.
I do agree.
Yes, go. Have you ever been cheated on?
By who?
By your ex-boyfriend, not by
the straightforward response is yes. Yes. And by the way, I'm saying yes, and I want to qualify it that your father was not my first boyfriend.
Yes.
And the reason why I ended up with your father was because of relationships that did not work.
Yes,
and
true.
Of which some went to that extent where I was cheated on, and that broke my heart. So it was not meant for me. I'm going to cry, but I'm settled. I've been happy for 30 years. So those are the past.
Yes, girl, yes. I don't want to give a brief on how you dealt with the breakup, you know, give our girls some tips.
Oh, I focused on education, if anything. During those heartbreaks, I diverted the pain
and that energy
from the relationship, and my focus was to study and study hard. And I was passing very, very hard because I think I took that whole anger into the books, and it
maybe
really,
I need to get cheated on.
Yeah, it really worked for me. So when I don't think you need cheating, you just need to do the right thing and focus on your studies. Cheating is not going to help you.
I was kidding. Why are you fighting?
I'm not fighting. I'm just saying when I cheating, it's never going to shake you. It's never going to shake you.
I also asked my Instagram followers if cheating has been normalized, right? And the votes were 688 for definitely and 271 for not really. And the reason why I say cheating has been normalized is because you find in situations, do you know Alicia Keys?
Yes.
Okay, so Alicia Keys' current husband was, I'm not sure if he was dating or married, and then Alicia Keys went for him. The baby couple, and then now they married and happily married. So I find that our generation takes situations like that to encourage themselves to get boyfriends and all of that. Like, it's basically, let's say I was an outsider and I say, what if your husband is my soulmate, and then I shopper you with a break and I take him? You know, that's my basis of saying cheating has been normalized, because I find that people are not trying to look for single people who are looking for other single people and get into a relationship. People are looking for other people's people, and then they get in a relationship with them.
Well, that has been a way of life, and it has happened. It has been happening. It continues to happen, and people would want to justify it. You know, you'd get somebody saying, "Hey, munna kiwe mustaring unanor guy," you know, or asungwana maka, you know, things like that. Trying to justify, you know, why you are doing this. Why do you do this? They go to an extent of doing that to a friend. That is how bad it becomes. They bautiela mutwao tapaki chomia ukaste arikla monza mutu. Yeah, the very person that you confide in, the very person that you discuss your problems with, your person with, okay, so yeah. No, it's not a thing, right?
Yeah,
there are stories.
So it's normalized.
Yes.
Yeah, we've even seen it in our own South African celebrity, celebrity circle, where people hit people with spinners, and then you know the vibe. So to end off this video on a lighter note, I would now like you to give advice on how you were able to stay in a relationship with my wonderful father for 30 years and how you're still maintaining it. Just, you know, give some advice to young people, because I think we are the most lost. We are the ones that are doing the most, going for people's people, cheating on our people, dating more than one person. You know, yeah, give us some light, give us some advice. How so basically what I want to say is, how are we gonna make it to 30 years if we ever do get there?
Well, firstly, you have to commit to the relationship, and your state of readiness is important. You know, for you to can commit, you must be ready to go into that relationship. You must be faithful, you must be honest to your partner. But one thing is, you need to understand that sometimes you do not get a ready-made person. Basically, you don't get that person where you will tick all boxes and say right. You'll have 10 rights and 5 wrongs, meaning that this person doesn't possess the following expectations. But you have to together, by the way, not only from the one side. It's a two-way street. So you have to be committed together. You have to acknowledge your differences. You have to work on those differences. You have to complement each other. You don't have to compete. Complementing each other is the most important. We don't like the same things with your father, you know. He likes his soccer, but sometimes you just compromise and say, for the sake of my person, let me go to this soccer match with him. For the sake of my person, he doesn't like music festivals. I love it, but he ended up, you know,
going to jazz festivals consistently.
Go with me every year, even reminding me, aren't we going to the jazz? So that is the compromise. That is the compliment that you need to bring into your relationship, and you're doing that to ensure that you perfect the relationship. There's no 100% person, you know, who's got everything. So those strengths, those weaknesses, work on the weaknesses and see how you bring them up. And if things doesn't change, but it's something that you can tolerate, but talk about it. It doesn't help to just keep quiet about something that you don't like. Talk about it. There is no relationship where there are no problems. But the communication, it's a breaker of everything. Once you communicate, agree to disagree, but move on with those disagreements and respect your partner's views. They might not be yours, but respect him. So I have survived so far.
Survived.
I have survived so
Survived.
far. Yes, of course, it's survival of the fittest. What do you think? If you are weak, you will not survive. And I'm saying I've survived because I did not turn a blind eye to the weaknesses. But I spoke about them, and he also spoke about my own weaknesses, and together we worked very hard towards improving those weaknesses. So hence I'm saying it's survival of the fittest. You know, no weak people go into a marriage for so long. And I'm saying there's no relationship, not even marriage, no relationship, it's even worse when it's marriage, that doesn't have problems. And he came to understand me, and I understand him, and we are comfortable with each other. I wanna you umkhotlile mobung ha mputsa ka motwana umkhotlile mobung jwana ngwanyana kamrata damai. What? As well, kamrata.
Oh my gosh, you're so hilarious. Oh my word.
All I can say is, and I repeat, you guys sometimes start too early. You don't think about it. At a spur of a moment, you are at the party, and then this guy, the next thing, you know, and I always say, it's like a temple. It's a glass that contains pure, clean water. So if you are going to allow people to come and put that in that pure, clean water, I don't know whether that water will be drinkable. So allowing men to come into your life, doing all these sorts of things, hit and run, and all of that, it's not good. By the time you are ready to have a serious relationship, you would have had, I don't know how many guys that have slept with you, and you lose your dignity, you lose that level of respect. So wait for the right time, wait for the right person, and you can see a right person. You know, the so don't allow people don't allow it.
True. Great advice, girl.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Right, guys, with that being said, we'd like to wish you a happy Valentine's to you and yours, whether you're single, whether you're taken. Hey, if you're eating someone's a person, you better stop, because you're going to get caught. And even if you don't get caught, it's not good to be doing, you know what I'm saying? So happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day. Share the love, show the love, give the love. Love you.
Love you too. I mean, what? Love you. Yeah, I also love you guys too.
I love you.
But I love you more.
Love you.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and continue the conversation down low. If you like this video, you must just put hearts everywhere at the bottom. You know, guys, we'll see you next time. We'll see you next time on our next video, because we're going to have an we're gonna have an Amapiano 2.0. baby.
I love the mama piano now, you know. So I won't be the same person that I was the first time I heard about this. I love them. I dance for them. Google it.
Bye, guys.